Good evening all. Welcome you all for today's session. Thank you very much for joining today's session. Today we are going to talk about no complaints, no judgment in our regular life. Generally, I used to complain on others for what are the failures I had in my life. But with meditation practice, I understood the others are not reasons for my failures. I am the responsible for that failure. Then I started correcting myself. I used to complain on my parents. Why I born in this village, this family, or not having the proper money or whatever the things required. But with regular meditation practice, I started accepting the reality. Stop complaining. Start manifesting what we want in the life. Whatever we want in our life, it could be a job or a business or money or whatever it is. So that is a change which meditation brought me. No judgment. Judge not. In my childhood days, many used to judge me, saying that you cannot do this, you cannot do that. But those judgments used to make me too depressed. But after meditation, I used to not accept those if they are not belongs to me. Someone says something, if those are not belongs to me, I don't accept it. Then that won't hurt me, that won't me to go in depression. No judgments will disturb us until unless we accept those judgments into our life. Once we take them as a personal, then automatically those will disturb. Otherwise, those will not disturb us. So the next is no complaints. If we set a goal till we achieve it, we need not to have the same interest on our goal without any complaints. The complaints could be on the business, a market is not doing well, or friends are not supporting, or whatever it could be. So the reasons are many. So we give reasons. The complaints will be show the reasons to escape from our responsibility. But once we are responsible, then we won't give any complaints on anything. So, my dear friends, we all need to understand no complaints, no judgments in the life. We cannot judge others. Then if others judge, so if that is not ours, then we don't need to take into our life very seriously. We don't need to accept it. So then everything goes fine. So my dear friends, this is so important to every one of us in our real life. Now let us all meditate together. Let us all sit in meditation. So we'll play the music. After meditation, we'll discuss. Okay, friends. We all had wonderful meditation. Now we'll talk about reprogramming of our beliefs, which were formed since many years. Those are causing a problem to manifest our goals or to achieve what we want in the life. There is a book called Secret the Power. Rhonda Byrne was author. In that book, it says, ask, believe, receive. If anything you would like to achieve in the life, you must ask to the universe. Universe is our divine mother. Universe says that your wish is my command. We ask to the universe, then we have to believe from the heart. Then we receive whatever we want in the life. Whenever we set a goal to manifest a job or a business or getting a distinction percentage in our graduation, the moment we set the goal, we feel good. Then we won't believe it, the reality. We believe 50%, the result is 50%. We believe 80%, the result is 80%. The success depends upon the belief. How much we believed in that, what we asked for, then we receive it accordingly. We understood our thoughts and feelings create a reality. To create a feeling from our heart, we must have that belief system. When we don't have that belief, it is going to happen. Then we won't get that feeling. Feeling of creation, feeling of visualizing that is already happened. I wanted to have a car, I wanted to have a business, or I wanted to have a job. So that feeling, the moment we close our eyes, how do we feel? So we are not able to feel. So there is something dropping out. What is that? That is our belief systems. We have to reprogram our belief systems. When we reprogram our belief, which was not possible for 3 years, did not get a job into IT for 3 years. Now, if someone says that, yeah, it's possible for you, immediately our mind won't accept, logical mind. How come it's possible? It was not possible for the last 3 years. How can you say that today it's possible over the night? So it won't accept. Because in subconscious, it's told that, okay, you did not study IT, so that is you did not get to IT. Or you don't have programming skills, you did not get a job into IT industry. So that was programmed in our mind since many years, maybe 4 or 5 years or 7 years. So that belief system is already there. Now, if someone comes and says, okay, you just do this training, you will get a job, then our belief system won't accept. So that is where the time required to change our beliefs. When we change our beliefs, our reality changes. When we won't change our beliefs, then the reality won't change. One of the case study in my life, in 2019, I discussed with Brahmarshi Patriji sir, founder of PSS Movement, about to start a school. Sir gave me an idea and gave me the name, then proceed, start. Then we started constructing a building. Then I started meeting the people, those who are experienced, being in the industry of schools since 20 years, 30 years. Then 2-3 people gave me an information which I can't do the business. The belief system was that, okay, if you want to do this schooling, You have to leave everything, then you have to come back to your native place and you have to do it, or you cannot trust anyone, or the teachers are not reliable, or the market is not reliable, parents are okay not going to pay the fees on time. So these kind of beliefs they have been found, and they have, might have experienced few of them. They have told me this. When I got to know all this, I did not accepted all of this. 2-3 of them they said you cannot do because you are living in Bangalore, but you want to do it in Andhra, which is not possible. You just leave this thought, leave this goal. You try some other time, not this year. Like this, so many barriers were formed. Then my belief system little down. Then again, I sat in meditation. I started thinking. Then I could able to believe on myself. Yes, if I would like to do this, I can do it. Then I started believing whatever I thought it is going to manifest. I did not accept it, whatever they said into my mind. I did not allow my mind to believe in all those. Then we completed our construction. Then we did marketing to get the students. Then we hired the staff, teachers, principal and everything. Then we got permissions from government. Everything is completed in just span of 4 months time. And we have to raise a fund, investment fund of 35 lakhs. We raised it. Then everything is started. The school was started with 165 children. So my dear friends, I had a limiting belief that if you wanted to start a school, you must need to have an experience, but I do not have. I never worked. None of my family members were into the teaching field. But I have a great vision that we wanted to have a spiritual education from the school itself. That was my clear vision. Why I wanted to start this? I had a clear vision. Why? Because we wanted to have a spirituality going along with their curriculum subjects of science, social, maths, whatever it is. We wanted to have a meditation as a part. We wanted to have a spiritual science as a part. Then vision was clear. Then I came out of the limiting belief, okay, I may not get funding, or I may not get the right teachers, or I may not get the people in the administration as a trustworthy. Those are my limiting beliefs. All those I replaced. I replaced with a positive beliefs. Yes, it is possible. If many people, you take Tata, Ratan Tata is a owner, right, for Tata Industries. He has so many. He has not started only one. He is into gold business. He is into so many other businesses. But he is not focusing on only one thing. If it's possible for him, it's possible for everyone. You have to think like that. You take Reliance. They have internet. They have supermarkets. They have petrol bunks. So many. So we have to take such people as an example or an inspiration. Then automatically we come out of all those limiting beliefs. We are limiting ourselves. The universe has unlimited possibilities and unlimited opportunities, but we are limiting ourselves. We all have unlimited potential. We have that. So we have to believe ourselves. What meditation developed within me was self-belief. Earlier, I used to not believe myself. I used to believe my elders, my parents, my relatives, or my seniors. I won't believe on myself, but meditation gives me a self-belief. Yes, I started believing on myself. Yes, if I want to do this, yes, I can do it. That has to come from our heart. When that is coming from the heart, then we start manifesting whatever it is. It could be a new into the industry, or a job, or a business, anything it is, my dear friends. We must have to identify, whenever we set a goal, we must have to identify what kind of beliefs were formed in our subconscious mind. If something is trying to stop, what is that something is trying to stop us? then we have to identify and what is alternative for it. So yesterday we have learned from Himashri that if there is one negative thought, replace it with 10 positive thoughts. Similarly here, if there is one negative belief, replace it with 10 positive beliefs. You have only one negative belief, replace it with 10 positive beliefs. Yes, it is possible. If these many people can do it, why can't we? My dear friends, we all expect for a success. Out of 100, 90% people won't believe it. So that is, they won't become success. Whoever believed it, they become success. If you wanted to get 100% success, you have to believe 100%. If you believe 50%, your success is 50%. Our success is depending on how much we believe in what we want in the life. In what we want in the life. Another example I can say, in the year 2009, when I got to know about this secret book, I read it, then I understood. I was in the need of 2,000 rupees for my expenses. All my friends, no one had a job that time. Then one of my roommate was working, he was elder, was working as a lecturer in one of the college. I told to my friends, I feel I wanted to ask him. All my friends said that no, don't ask him, he never helped anybody. But I was in the need. That whole night, I changed my belief on him. He's a very good person, he's going to help me, he helped everyone, he is very nice. Next day morning, I just completely believed he's going to help me. I went and I asked him, I want 2,000 rupees. He just asked me, when will you give me back? I said, after 1 month. He said, okay, he just gave me 2,000. All my friends were surprised. How come it's possible? Because I changed my belief from my heart and mind. When it is changed, then we have to ask by believing. We just ask without believing, that won't manifest, then we start blaming. Why we blame? Because it did not happen. Why it did not happen? Because of our belief system. We think let it happen, then we believe. But universe works in reverse way. First we have to believe, then it will work. It is so simple. Till we experience, we won't believe it. See, in 2014, I met one of my cousin. Yeah, 2013, I met one of my cousin. He came from US. I asked him, how do you travel from one place to another place? He said, we have some app called Google Maps. We use it and to travel. Okay, my mind did not accept it. That was the truth. My mind did not accept it. Then I thought, okay, these people are gone mad, something like that. If you wanted to go from one place to another place, you have to ask somebody how mobile can tell us to go. That was my thinking. But in 2015, I realized there is something called Google Maps. When I started using it, I started believing it. Seeing is believing. Meditation has a lot of benefits. So many of us sharing their experiences. We have to experience, then we believe it. To experience, we have to practice. So many people are joining. Every day we are so thankful. So join the sessions, meditate, get experience, then you believe it. Your seeing is your believing. Once we believe, then we are going to achieve what we want in the life. My dear friends, anything in the life to achieve, our beliefs matters a lot, which are formed in our subconscious mind. Those are formed from the information, whatever we read, or whatever we listen, or whatever we watched. It could be a social media, or it could be a friends, or it could be a family, or whoever it is. So all these sources are the information which are formed our belief system. But with the regular meditation practice, we can change our beliefs. Many of my beliefs were changed. Many of my beliefs. I used to think Okay, if somebody must speak in English, okay, they must be coming from English medium. That was my belief. It was changed over the period. If someone wanted to get a job in IT, they must study only computers. Then it was changed over the time. Anybody, any graduate can get job into IT if they really have interest to work in IT. That was my reality, what I have experienced since 2012. I used to believe, okay, somebody wants to be rich, they have to born in rich family. Then I realized, if somebody have wish to become a rich, they can become, even they are born in poor family. Even there are people born in rich family, again they became poor. It's like that. So everything is temporary in the life. So my dear friends, on regular basis to see the success in our life, we must need to change our beliefs. See, it is so important. We have to upgrade ourselves according to the technology and according to the market. So the belief systems are also like that. We are ready to accept the change, then we are ready to believe in it, and then we are ready to accept it and experience it. It is so important for every one of us to identify what are the beliefs we had or what are the limiting beliefs we are having in our mind. Then identify, write down on the notebook, then identify the positive beliefs for those. Then start believing those positive beliefs. I used to have a belief system, if somebody wanted to do business, then they must come from business family. No, that was not the truth. So my dear friends, you have to believe in yourself first, then you have to believe in the universe, because the universe has unlimited possibilities and unlimited opportunities. Something will come and it get manifested. We don't know. We should never ask to the universe how, where, when, logical questions. If we believe it, then universe will take care of it. We won't believe because we are having logical questioning, how it's possible, where it is possible, when it is possible, like this. WH questions, because of our logical thinking, logical mind. When we stop thinking logically, then we start believing ourselves and believing in the universe, we start manifesting whatever we want in our life. Thank you very much, my dear friends. Thank you very much for joining the session and today. Now we are ready to take up the questions, or if anybody would like to share your experience, please raise your hand.
I'm sure I doubt if no one has questions, because these negative beliefs is something which is common in our day-to-day life. Now, if you are going to exam, you may sometimes think of the worst case scenarios. If you're going for the interviews, you may think of the worst case scenarios. So if you contemplate on all these things, then from where all these worst case scenarios are coming from? It's nothing but coming from your mind. So from where so what's happening inside the mind, so that you are getting these kind of things? It is all because of the beliefs which are deep rooted inside that. So unless you know how to reprogram these things, those worst case scenarios will never stop coming to us. Whatever task you take up, they'll keep haunting you. Maybe you can take up a pen and paper and you can start writing what are the things that you are most scared of, and then we can start working on how to reprogram them. You can get in touch with your team facilitator or one-on-one with one of our masters.
I want to share one thing is, once I started, I have a back pain issue, for several years. Every day morning when I wake up with a back pain, and it may be anywhere you sleep, I wake up with a back pain. But once I started, once I started meditating recently, like 2 days back, I realized what I don't have any back pain anymore. And I didn't even ask for, or I didn't even imagine that, I want to get rid of back pain or anything. And it totally went off of my mind that I really had a back pain issue anymore. And it was really a big surprise to me, which it happened. And I even tested for myself, like, is it my, whether I'm waking up and, I wanted to get into the meditation. So that's why I'm not realizing that even though I have back pain, I'm not realizing, but it's not that. So I tested yesterday, I tested day before yesterday, and I realized that I don't have any back pain. And I really felt happy that, I know people who have back pain only know like what back pain looks like and how you have to go through. So it's really the worst. And I feel really happy that I don't have back pain anymore. And being positive is, yes, I used to have a lot of negative thoughts too, but when you change your negative to positive, just start thinking positive and positive and positive, like, and you will overcome that negative thoughts. You will feel happy, you will be very, very happy, and life looks more beautiful. That is what I wanted to share. I mean, like Sarvesh said, everyone want to have this pandemic end. I know that, but it's not only that one person is positive about it. It's everyone every individual, if every individual is willing to have this pandemic done, and everyone is believing, it's not only believe that, like in the manifestation when they say like imagine yourself like in the future how happy you are, how it is. So if everyone is imagining in that way, we may end this pandemic. But again, it's the millions of people are on this earth, so everyone has to be positive about it, and everyone has to believe in that. Then very soon, yeah, we will be back to our normal routine. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Dear friends, thank you very much. Formally, we are closing the session. Tomorrow again, we will meet at 5:10 p.m. So everyone join, and we can dance before we start the session.